Hey, what's going on, man? It's your boy Jarvis back with another one. Look, man, I want to put this out here real quick. Over the years, you know, of me running this business, you know, trying to get where I was, trying to get where I am now, the stuff that I went through, you know, the work that I put in, the grind. I don't know it all. I don't know it all. But I do know a little bit. And my credibility comes from me being out here grinding and actually putting in the work with no help at all. No encouragement, well, little encouragement. Nobody teaching me, nobody showing me. My credibility comes from me being out here in the grind alone, learning it, going through it. And what sparked this in me this morning is I just got done talking to a friend of mine. And like I talk to a lot of people, I really want to help people. I want to see people win. I promise you I do. I don't want to see nobody losing. I don't want to see nobody struggling. I don't want to see nobody can't hardly pay their bills, can't take their kids bowling, can't take their kids to the movie, can't take their wife out to eat. I don't want to see that. So if it's something I can help and give somebody to show them that they can do that, I'm going to do my best to enlighten them on what I know. And like I said, where my credibility come from to be able to know what somebody feeling like or what they going through or how to tell them to get out of that situation. Because when I tell you I literally came from the bottom, I came from the bottom. Am I saying I'm way on the top? No, I ain't got it all. I ain't the biggest company. I ain't no big company at all. But I'm where I want to be. Almost to the perfect spot I want to be, because I keep changing it and saying, oh, this is how I want to do it. But what I'm getting at, you can work a trash job. I'm venting right now. I'm venting. I'm sorry. You can have a trash job. It could be the worst job. I'm finna take a detour today. I'm finna ride down this beach, going to this property, because I need to vent. I need to talk about this. You can have a trash job. It's so many people out there have a trash job. I had a trash job. My full-time job was trash. I hated that full-time job. I love welding. I still do, and I actually miss it. But I hated that job. I did. I hated it. And so many times I always hear people, I heard them then and I still hear them now, complaining, man, that place is horrible, man, that job sucks. You know, man, them folks just don't treat you good. They don't pay you good. We still getting paid the same thing we got paid 4 years ago. And inflation done increased 30-40%, which is true. They still paying you $50,000 a year, $70,000 a year, whatever it may be. And your bills and like cost of living, your lifestyle has increased $30,000. Listen, man, listen. I don't know how to get this across to people. But man, it's time, man. If you ain't got no grind in you, no hustle, it's time to get some. We got to come to a point, man, where we willing to do anything. Like, we willing to not do anything like robbing and, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs, none of that. But we got to be willing to, you know, work 16 hours a day, go and pick up a second job, go and knock on the door, you know, write up some little business cards and say, hey, this is Tom's painting service. You know, I paint houses, I paint bedrooms, I paint bathrooms, whatever it is. We gotta get some grind and start doing something, because I talk to so many people and try to give them help them get a business plan. and try to even give them the game on how to make some money. These people, like right now, I don't care what you want to do. You can say, I want to paint. You can say, I want to do floors. You can say, I want to cut grass, or I want to pressure wash. Whatever it may be, I want to wash cars. I promise you, and this is what I do not get with people. They will complain about their job. All they have to do is find one thing that they want to do. I don't care if you want to do all of them. You can get on Facebook, and it's these little groups, like little swap shops. Around here we got Pascagoula swap shop, like the Ocean Spring, like the buy and sell, like all these little different things that you can advertise on, and you can sell stuff on and stuff like that, like local. I promise you, it's thousands of people in these groups. And these people, like, they get on Facebook all the time. Some people always looking, like, some people just get on there just looking for somebody that can do some painting for them, or whatever the case may be. And all you got to do is get on there and say, hey, Tom's Painting Service. You post that mom 10 times a day. And to them folks tell you, hey, you posting it too much in this group now. But see, them groups, that's what they are for. I don't know how many times they'll let you post in there. I don't do no Facebook advertising. And I'm not telling you to go and pay for that advertising stuff on Facebook. But you get that first little gig, you take some pictures of it. Make sure you do your best. You take some pictures of it, man, and you start going up with it. You find that time, you can't say, oh, I'm gonna be tired, I gotta go to work, so I can't. Listen, you already losing. If I'd have used that as an excuse of, I'm not finna go and pick up no more work because I got a full-time job, I'm not finna go cut no grass because I got a full-time job, I'm gonna be tired. Man, listen, people look at me now and they be like, man, you know what I'm saying, oh, you doing good, this and that. You know, and I promise you, I ain't all that. I promise you I'm not. I ain't nobody. I'm just God's grace and mercy from the lowest man on the face of the earth. His grace and his mercy from the lowest man on the face of the earth. But people will look at me and look at how I live and how I work just a little bit now and think that, like, life's so good. But yeah, it is. I'm going to be honest with you. I live a pretty good life. But people do not know the grind that I put in. People do not, they listen to me. This is what I'm saying. And this is what people refuse to go through. And listen, I'm so passionate about this right now because I don't understand how people sit around whining about a job, whining that they can't pay their bills when all they got to do is go get some money. Go get it. These folks need people to do stuff. They want to pay you to come do something. Go do it. Go knock on people's doors and find out something it's something you can do. Find what you can do and just start doing it. You gotta start somewhere. Nobody was with me when I was riding in the truck crying because I couldn't see my family. Nobody was riding with me when I was working 16 hours a day. Wasn't nobody around encouraging me when I'm falling asleep on a zero turn. Wasn't nobody around. And see, this is what I'm saying. If you want to get somewhere in life, you got to put in the grind. Listen, man, ain't nobody going to give you nothing in life. Ain't nobody never gave me nothing. When I was a teenager in high school, I love Air Force Ones, all white Air Force Ones. To this day, I still keep me a fresh pair of all white Air Force Ones. I always loved them for about the past 20 years almost. About the past 20 years. I loved all white Air Force Ones. I keep me a fresh pair. When I was in high school, nobody would buy me no Air Force Ones. No, couldn't know. Who was gonna buy them? You know, I ain't had no money. We ain't had the money, you know, to spare to be trying to get no Air Force One. Back then they were about $75, $80. You know what I did? I went out there and grinded. Because I wanted them Air Force Ones on my feet. When my school pants started wearing out, Guess who went and bought school pants? I ain't lying. I had 2 months left in school my senior year. They can call it foolish they want to. I go out and buy me some brand new pants. Wasn't nobody helping me. And see, it taught me at a young age that wasn't nobody in this world gonna give me nothing. Wasn't nobody gonna give me nothing. So you know what I did? I grind. And when I almost lost my house back in 2013, trying to work a shipyard job, welding, I was just starting out. I had transitioned from a job to another job, and they was paying me like $500 a week starting out. And I went to that job. I went to that welding job. I almost lost my house. I went down there. I said, man, I know what I'm going to do to make me some more money. I got to get out this hole. I done told the store plenty of time. My boy Mike, he looked out for me and loaned me some money because I had to have the money by 5 o'clock that day, like over $3,000. I needed $500 more, you know, to pay because they had put lawyer fee. Anyway, long story short, it wasn't nobody there for me to fall on or to blame for what was going on. No, none of that. I had to get off my behind. I had to go out there and I had to get on the grind. I went and got me a zero turn because, see, I used to push more, but when I started getting into the shipyard, thought I was making some cash, I started letting the mowing go. And I still did just a couple every now and then, and I go use my daddy lawnmower. If somebody called me, I go mow their grass. I wasn't running no business back then. But see, I had Crockett. I wasn't running a legit business. I had Crockett back up because, see, I had almost lost everything. And see, now I run into people, they ain't even in the state that I was in. But see, they know that they money's short. They coming up short. They know that they don't have no extra to do stuff. And they sit up and complain about job. I've been trying to give folks the game for years. Man, get started. Go buy this. You got this extra money, go buy this. Use this, man. Get started. Make some cash. What they doing right now? 5, 6, 2 years later, same exact thing. Oh, I'ma do it? No, you ain't. You ain't got no grind. You ain't got no hustle. You ain't got no grind. You ain't got no hustle. You ain't finna do nothing. Listen, man. Listen, listen, certain folks, I put this on everything. I'm washing my hands with them. I still help people, you know, if I ain't talked to them before, you know, I try to give them the game, help them out. And I ain't trying to give them all lawn care. Everybody ain't got to do lawn care. That's not all. I help folks with business. I want to help people with business. Every time I see somebody trying to do something business-wise, trying to start them a little business, I'm doing everything in my power to give them the game. Well, where your credibility come from? I built mine. I grinded. And I'm telling you right now, you ain't getting nowhere with no grind. You ain't getting nothing with no grind. If I'd have sat around just complaining and all I want to do is work 8, 10, 12 hours a day, man, I promise you I'll be in the exact same place. Oh, I can't work no 16 hours a day. I'm going to be tired. I'm going to lose sleep. I'm going to lose family time. I'm going to lose this and I'm going to lose that. Man, listen, them was my worst days. Them was some dark days. I put them days behind me. But see, I knew what nobody gonna give me nothing in this life, in this world. I knew what nobody gonna hand me nothing. I knew the road wasn't gonna be easy, but I knew the whole time, if I want to have something in life, if I want to be able to lighten up, this is what I'm gonna have to do. Listen, y'all, real talk. If you working a side job and you trying to do this full time, man, you gotta grind. I don't care what it takes. Get your wife to get some understanding. You gotta talk to her. Make sure you talk to her. You can't force her to and think that she just supposed to understand and feel the way you feel. You a man. She ain't never gonna see it like you see it. They're being real with you. But at the same time, we gotta grind. That's it. There ain't nothing else you can do in this world that's gonna make you successful if you don't grind. If your parents were very successful and they helped you out, kudos. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't care about when people say, oh, that's your parents' money did that, or your dad about that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because guess what? Look out for my kid. I'm going to teach my kid about business. And then guess what? I will not let them go through the struggle as hard as I went through it. Will I let them struggle so they can learn? Yes, I will let them do a little struggling. Especially if they put themselves in that situation. I'm going to let them struggle and I'm going to let them come out. But the whole time I'm going to be right there watching so it won't get too bad so they can learn. But I'm going to make it easy for my kids now. And see, that's why I grind so hard so many days, man. But these folk, man, don't be, listen, you can hate my YouTube channel, you can love it. I promise you, I'm just keeping it real with you. I don't know how to do nothing else. And I'm the same person if you seen me face to face. I would tell you, listen, I don't want to hear nothing else about no more complaining, no more whining. I'm serious, this is how I tell folk. I don't want to hear no more, don't say nothing else. Cause I just told the guy on the phone here. Cause I'm gonna look up in 2 years. No, he said, I'm gonna do it for real. I said, man, I told you this 2 years ago. I've been telling you this for years, 2-3 years ago. I've been telling you this for years. I'm gonna do it. I said, what you gonna do today? Oh, I ain't saying today, but I'm gonna get started. I said, see, right now it's fresh on your mind. So you more willing to do it right now. But see, the more you start putting that off, it's gonna start dwindling away. Your desire to make it happen is gonna start dwindling away, and you're gonna be right back in the same place you are right now. We're gonna look up 2 more years later, and it's gonna be the same exact thing. How I know? Because that's what happened the first couple of times. I promise you. I could call somebody right now. Multiple people right now. Hey, you started on that business yet? You started on that business? Oh, no. See, I got to get the money. I thought you told me a couple of years ago you gonna do it. Yeah, I am, but you know, man, me and my old lady, me and my old man, stop. You ain't planning on doing nothing. You ain't trying to do nothing. You don't want no money. You don't want none. Because see, these folks out here giving this money away. And it's too much we can do to make money. I turned it to a long video. But it's just crazy to me how everybody want to make the money, want to get the money in their hand, but they don't want to do what it takes to get the money. They don't want to get started. Another guy, no lie, I gave him the game on mowing. Oh, I want to mow. He used somebody else's truck in the family. Used a family member truck, used a family member trailer, used a family member lawnmower. I gave him some properties, good paying property. Gave them to him. Ain't charged him nothing. Here, you want to get started? Here. Gave him some property, $100 property. Don't take him nothing but 40 minutes. $120 property. Don't take him nothing but an hour, 15 minutes. Hey, what's going on, man, with that? Oh, man, I'm finna let this property go. It's some weed eating, man, on that property. See? I said, man, what kind of weed eater you got? Oh, I got a so-and-so weed eater. Man, that weed eater trash. Get you a new weed eater. This back in April. Get you a new weed eater. Get you a new weed eater, man. Yeah, I know, man. I know I need to get me a good weed eater. I need to get me get you a good steel, man. LFS 56. Just starting out. That's a good weed eater you starting. That's a great weed eater you start. I had one LFS 55. The old ones. It's a good weed eater you starting out. Get you one, man. It's gonna run. It's reliable. I know, man. I know. When you make that money, man, put that money up. Go get you a weed or just a weed eater. That's it. I ain't saying a whole nother zero turn. I ain't saying a whole nother trailer, a whole nother truck. Go get you a weed eater. I know. April now. Calling the other day. It's November. I called him the other day. Hey, man, you went and got that weed eater? I done talked to him about 10 times since then. He done came and helped me on the job or two since then. Hey, man, you go get that weed eater? Nah, man, I ain't go get that weed eater. I got a weed eater, but, hey, I need a, I ain't went and got it yet, man. I'm going to get one. You want to let the property go because the weed eating take too long. And the reason the weed eating take too long because your weed eater trash. Because I used to cut that $120 yard and the weed eating ain't take me nothing but 15 minutes. Like I say, man, some folks ain't got no hustle. Some folks ain't got no grind. Some folks just don't know how to run the business. Some folks don't know how to place the money. Don't know that, hey, you need to go buy a good piece of equipment. We're going to do a video on that. Y'all just hang tight. We're going to do a video on that. I promise you. The winter time is just about here. It's slowing down for me, and I'm going to be able to classroom session. Take you to the whiteboard. I told you I'm going to take y'all to the whiteboard. I'm a classroom session. We're going to learn stuff. We're going to learn some business. If you want, hey, I ain't going to give you everything because you still need to go out there and get on the grind and figure some stuff out yourself. But I'm going to help you out now. On everything, I'm going to help you out. But anyway, this video got long, 22 minutes in. This your boy Jarvis, Kingdom Lawn Care. I got to go clean up this little property. It's a little bit of cleaning under here. Guess what? $300. I'm going to be here 30 minutes. I'm out of here. Y'all want to learn it? Stick around.